Our producer, Annie Cyrus, is an expert on these matters. My inkling is that she did not fall into a deep depression when Raisi died. Um, Annie, what are your thoughts on this Raisi narrative? And do you maybe have a question for our wonderful guest?
Sure, thank you, Jamie. So, one thing I would agree with Trevor. Yes, yes, the biggest highlight and biggest headline from this news was Ibrahim Raisi, the president of Iran, dead, or those who knew better said Butcher of Tehran finally dead. But let's keep in mind there were three other people in that helicopter with Raisi, one of them being the foreign minister of Islamic Republic of Iran. And that is where the argument of added bonus for us here in America, because there will be an absolute hold on the negotiation, or better yet, indirect negotiations with Iran, because they're struggling to pick the next president and the foreign minister. Therefore, they won't be able to tap into the Biden regime desire to feed them more money, which could directly affect what's happening in Gaza border, because if Iran's not getting assets unfrozen or money, Hamas isn't getting the money or the weapons to continue attacking Israel. So both for Israel and America, death of foreign minister of Iran is much bigger news than the president being Raisi. That being said, I actually have information confirmed that you most likely will never hear the regime of Iran confirm it, because that will work against them. But this helicopter quote unquote accident actually was not an accident. After getting to safety before releasing the information, the engineer who worked on this helicopter prepping it was a cousin of one of the 21-year-old young man who was killed 2 years ago during the Mahsa Amini uprising in Iran. So this
Okay,
was not
okay.
an accident. However, this was a retaliation from the opposition inside Iran, that anybody and everybody thinks they just went home, they went quiet. This was yet another uprising with no result. But when they went home, some of the leaders announced that we will not get our young people killed. We will change a strategy and go directly for those responsible for the suffering of people of Iran. And looks like the very first strategy was to take out Raisi, who was in line to become the next supreme leader of Iran, replacing Khamenei. So that's another part most people are uncovering. Raisi was the president. However, he had all the qualifications to be the next supreme leader and ultimate power in Iran. And that would have looked really terrifying for everyone, not just Iranians. So that's another point to celebrate. At Butcher of
Well, good
Iran,
good points, Annie. You know, there's things there I didn't know. So whether it was an accident or deliberate retaliation, I think we all agree it's probably good for all of us at this moment.
absolutely. It is definitely a great event for human society as one, because Butcher of Tehran being the next supreme leader with ultimate power would have created way more suffering than Khamenei ever managed to inflict on human society.
Fair enough too. Like Hitler going down in a plane with Mussolini, perhaps.
Exactly.